Well, hi and welcome to my beautiful office. Today's subject is all about addiction. Why is photography so addictive to someone like me? So to help explain that, I'll be talking about the location that I'm at and why I'm here for. I photograph and film wildlife day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, all sorts of weather conditions, burning hot temperatures, freezing cold temperatures, out in the rain for hours on end, getting attacked by mosquitoes, leeches, all sorts of things. And one of the things you could sort of bring into that is getting away from our routine of life and problems that we have in the outside world. So walking into a forest, very therapeutic, helps us calm down. Listening and watching nature, it's just awesome to be able to do that. Come out into a reserve like mine and just disappear for a while. But that isn't the addiction. That's just a little piece of the puzzle. So right, let's just talk about where I'm at now and why I'm here for. Now my nesting box that had the bees in it, so last week's video I explained all that. So it took me 3 days to get the bees out of there. Now Sandy, female Agile Antechinus that was bringing up her joeys in there, she was still hanging around. But on the last day, when I finally got those bees out of that nest, she decided it was just far too stressful and she took her joeys away. So that has failed. It's really disappointing. I was really looking forward to her interacting with her young, because that's what she does outside of the nest. Most female Agile Antechinus don't do that. She did, and she really enjoyed being with her joeys outside. But that's finished now, so we had to move on. I have my plan B, this other site where I knew a female was nesting in this hollow tree here. It's not a nesting box, so I can't see inside. It's just a hollow tree. And I knew she had her joeys in there, but she's far more advanced than what Sandy was with her joeys. Sandy had joeys, had about 2 more weeks to go before they'd start coming out of the nesting box and exploring the outside world. We're here, we've already been out for a week. So to start off here, I am well behind. I have to get them used to me so they're not worried about me being here. I want them to be nice and relaxed. It's hard and it takes a little bit of time. It's good at the start. When they first start coming out, they see me, they get used to me, and then when they do start coming down the tree, they're not worried about me. So we've gone past that, so it's just a matter of, hopefully, fingers crossed, that they get used to me quickly and I start getting some photographs. But so to encourage them to come down onto a stage that I have set up here. So they come onto a branch where I have a nice background. I don't have anything distracting there, and the branch itself has some interest to it as well to add to the image. I've put a hole in it and filled it up with honey so to draw them onto it, and with my finger I'm just putting a little dab on there of honey, and I make a little trail all the way up to the trunk of the tree, and then up the trunk of the tree up to where the hollow is, where they come out. I don't want them to be licking up heaps of honey, so that's just that little dab on the end of the finger where they smell it and get interested in it, and they follow it all the way down to that little honey pot, so that I can get some really good images. Right, so what's been happening here, I've been coming here for 4 days, sunny 1 minute, pouring down with rain the next. So really challenging conditions to photograph in. So I've made myself comfortable with that. So I've got this stick here, I attach my umbrella to it, so that I could keep my camera gear nice and dry. Not really worried about myself because I've got good rain gear here on anyway, but keeping out of the rain and being able to just focus on photographing, you know, without worrying about my gear, and that's been really good. So I'm dealing with those sort of conditions. I'm expecting exactly the same today. As soon as Joey starts showing signs of coming out, it's pouring out with rain. But yeah, we're all comfortable and ready to go with that. So over those last 4 days, I've had the Joeys come out of the nest. And the problem is, because they've been coming out for some time, they're coming out individually. They're not coming out together and exploring the tree. They know where the food is now, it's away from the tree. So they're coming out individually, shooting off, going getting their insects and beetles and things. So stopping them has been a little challenge, because they see me, they're a little worried about me, and they're ignoring the honey and they're shooting off. So I keep leaving it out overnight, hoping that they would finally work out where the honey is and that they'd get really into it. Because honey is addictive too for them. Once they get the taste of it, they want it. They want to keep getting it. So I haven't got much over those first 3 days, except for some nice cute ones. I did manage to get 2 stick their head out every now and then, and I had 3 together at one stage. So had some nice photographs, and we'll have a look at them in a minute. But yeah, so finally yesterday I managed to have one Joey come out, find the honey trail, and she's come across onto my stage and started giving me some nice poses. So I'm just concentrating on nothing else but her. On her eye, I've got my focus point. And because they move so quickly, they're always constantly aware of their environment. If they hear anything, you know, they're flinching and they're doing all this sort of stuff. So it's very hard. You see that pose, and finally you go to click it and they've moved. So I've missed the shot. It's so easy to do because they're so fast. So we're concentrating on this, and she's giving me these great poses. Things are happening, and all of a sudden I realise I'm in the zone. Nothing else matters. I'm not hearing sounds around me anymore. It's all about the visual. Concentrating on that one moment when she gives me that pose. Asked for split seconds, got a couple, so I'm really getting on a bit of a high here. It's exciting, it's just awesome. And that realisation that you are in that moment, it's just awesome. And then all of a sudden it's over with and she's off. Straight away, the mother comes out. She comes down onto the stage, and again, here we are, we're in that moment again. She's giving me some nice poses. I'm waiting for that awesome one. Gives me a couple of good shots, and then she shoots off and she's up on the background there. She's climbing up in the tree, this shrub at the back here, and looking for insects, and I'm just watching it, you know, and really enjoying the moment, because I know it's going to end at any second. And she's getting some insects here and there, and there's birds coming in, seeing her and trying to chase her off. So it's just beautiful to be in this moment, and then all of a sudden it's finished. That is what draws us back day after day. That is the core of the addiction. Being in the moment. Nothing else matters except getting that shot. But the final piece of this addiction, it's chasing that perfect shot, that once in a lifetime shot. It may never come, but it's the thought, the hope that it'll happen that keeps us coming back day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. So that is the addiction of photography. The hope that we get that once in a lifetime image where everything works. The background, the branch or whatever it is that they're on has nice light on it, and it's interesting, and the subject itself giving us some sort of amazing pose or interacting with another female or male that just brings some drama to it. Just this amazing image, that elusive shot that draws us back. It's no different than any other type of sport or a gambler playing cards. It's the same thing. It's always about that next hand. You have a great moment, that one day where everything comes together and it's exciting, but then it's finished and you don't get anything for days. But it's the hope that you will that draws you out. I know that at any moment this nesting site could just end. Now it has turned into a communal nest. They're all female. I've worked that out so far. But although this has turned into a communal nest and it may go for some time, with Agile Antechinus, they could change their mind at any second. They might find another site that suits them better and they'll shift over there. So I have to be here every second that I possibly can, because it'll be over within minutes and they're gone, and that's it for the rest of the year. Very short window of opportunity. So I have to come out in these weather conditions and be tortured if I want that shot. So that's all I've got for you for today. If you'd like to subscribe to this channel and get more of this amazing stuff, click on my pretty little face just down there in the bottom right hand corner. Hit the little bell, you'll get notification whenever I do anything else. And if you want to go and have a look at the mad and crazy things I've already been doing in the past, click on my icon right here at the end of this video. It'll take you to my channel. Oh, there's over 100 videos to choose from there. I talk about photographing and filming wildlife in a forest environment, give you some tips there. Go on adventures, I'll take you with me. I also buy camera gear and I give you little reviews on them, give you my honest opinion on them. So go and have a browse, there'll be something there of interest to you, I am sure. Now just remember, if you don't do, you don't get. So get out there and start photographing and filming wildlife. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.